Are we so back? We might be. It might be dev time. They might be deving. I am going to get back to working on the airplane game, the dogfighting game. First, though, oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I always have a problem where I accidentally press control whenever I go to type something in. And it closes the Chrome window that I'm trying to do. I'll let people pile in real quick. In the meantime, I gotta hit the Wordle. No, not router. Heck yeah. Uh, Early? Nope. Merit? Merrick? Marin? No, it wouldn't be. It doesn't start with an R. Uh, Creed? No, not Creed. Can we do Scott Stapp's Creed? Okay, we got that part right. Pre, uh, press? Yeah! All right. We're good at this nonsense. Okay, that's enough of that crap. Let's get back to the game, see what we were doing. Okay. Um, right now, I have done a little bit of stuff. Last thing I was working on was a mini map. So whenever I start the game, if I go into single player, we have the mini map on the bottom right, and I added a direction of travel thing to it, as well as an FOV. So what this is gonna, yeah, what this is gonna, let me turn down my voice. I'm a little loud. Um, so the FOV actually will decrease whenever you go up to indicate that you're not on the flat plane. So it also kind of works whenever you rotate sideways as well, but it's meant to just kind of give kind of a representation of where you're heading up and down uh, as well as forward and back and stuff like that. So that's really, I think, going to be helpful, add a lot of value to the experience because before I couldn't like find myself on the game. So that was what we did last time. Right now I need to work on a proper intro, not an intro, but a proper loading of an arena for whenever we start the game. Start the game on multiplayer. So I don't believe I have any changes to the server. Nah. Let me hop into the server here. Actually, start the virtual environment and run the server. Cool. And let me make a web page over here where I can join 31.21, 5,000. Bring this down. Just make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to. Yeah. Not single player, we want multiplayer. All right, so what we need to do is have a username. We can join. All right, so whenever we join, one thing I'm noticing is we don't have the FOV slider. Oh, so we need to export the new build, and that's good. Also, another thing that we're seeing is just how many times the positions are being updated And that is something that we need to address as well, because that is creating just so much overhead. Because right now, that is the entire message that is being sent out to, like, however many clients we're going to connect. That's just so much. It sends the whole UUID. It sends everything. So we need to change that. We need to make it like several orders of magnitude more efficient than this. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this screen. What I need to do now is um, export the version with the mini map. Export project, yes please. Uh-huh. Run the refactorer. Put everything in the right place and run the script again. So if I refresh, it should being the operative word here, um, have the mini map. Yeah, we have our new mini map. Awesome. Works there at the bottom. Cool, cool, cool. Easy squeezy. Where the peas bees. All right, I can collect that, and it triggers that in the output as well. Eventually, we're gonna want to put some sounds and things on here, because right now it's kind of bland and boring. But first, I think we need to set up the arena a little bit better right at the start, because right now it's obviously completely empty. But before I do that, I'm gonna hop on my iPad and log in and make sure that everything is copacetic on this end, just so we can actually have another player join and shoot them down. Ooh, Gus, what is the deal? Why you barking? Why you say it? All right. Now I have to get my amazingly not great 8-bit DO controller to work. Enter username, buttface. Awesome. Join server. All right, I have joined. So there he is over there. And that FOV slider is so much nicer, where I can just chase him down. Another thing too, only the position updates. So here, let me actually tilt him up a little bit so he doesn't just keep plummeting into the ground. Whenever the position updates for the other planes, you might see that he is not facing the way he's supposed to go. He is only facing one way, because it doesn't queue into the actual the rotation value. Sorry, I bumped into you guys with my water. That's something that we'll need to address too. But whenever we refactor all of the, so much data freaking coming in right now, we'll add the a simplified version of the rotation as well, because you only need to get like kind of accurate. Oh, I killed him. There he goes. Yeah, and he's dead on the other screen. So let me hop back in on the other screen and see if I can shoot me down. Hello, iPad. I would like to shoot him down. This is the most amazing part of the 8-bit DO SN30 Pro. It patentedly just never works. Turn on. Turn on. Find the iPad. Be one with the iPad. You love the iPad. It's your special favorite thing. Here we go. Can I shoot? Can I do anything? Nothing happening? Nothing. Anyway, I can shoot him down on the other screen, but I would like you to be able to see it. Unfortunately, that's just not in the cards right now. So another thing is, he is supposed to have his username directly above. That is not the case right now. So let's get that sorted out. So that would be in the enemy plane here. Yeah. So it's not very big as I have it, this username label. So let me adjust this so that I should be able to override the text size. Font size. There we go. Move this up a little bit. Another thing too, let's go into the code. Here's the username label. What we're doing is looking at from position. So what I'm thinking is happening is we are successfully looking, but it's actually looking on the wrong plane at the wrong direction. So what that means is even though we're facing, it might be facing us. What I think is happening is it's facing us at this angle instead of like this angle, which is what we want. So what I'm gonna do is actually uh, not have it look at from the angle there and see if that works. I want to be able to see the username, and then if that's the case, it was looking at us from the side or something like that, we can address that. But first, it's just a proof of concept sanity check that we do have an enormous label on the top of the guy there. Let me just make sure I'm not doing anything super strange and obvious. Username label text is going to be equal to username whenever we spawn it. Yes. Everything's visible. I have an extra space here. I have an extra space here. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to push this out. Whoa. Whoa. Yes, I want to override it. Thank you very much. Player died. Butt face. Run the refactorer and put everything where it needs to be. Press up instead of enter. All right, so that's me joining on the iPad. Nice. He's logged in. Fresh over here. Multiplayer. What name? Butthead. Butthead joins the server. Let me refresh this so I can get back in the lobby. Join in. Players in game. There he is. Ah, yeah. And I believe that was the case because it does say Butthead on it. I need to have it. I think I need to have it bigger proportionally. So, how best to do that? There are plenty of ways to skin that cat. What I want to have is uh, the label always facing us, but I always want it to be like visible. So like if we're far away, it needs to be a larger size. So yeah, it needs to scale up. And in order to do that, we just need to change the font size based on the distance. So the physics process, what is it going to do? It is going to grab that distance. Dist to player. That's going to be global player plane, global position, distance to our global position as the enemy plane. And we're going to remap the font size based on that. So, but first I also need to change the look at from position logic here. So that's something in Node 3D, I believe. Look at from position. Let me check out the documentation here. Can I make you bigger? I would like you to be bigger because you're tiny. Look at from position, look at from position. Look at from position and then vector 3 up. So let's see. How do we change that? I guess we just force turn it. along the y-axis. Every frame. I'm fine with that. It's kind of dumb, but so am I. Let me hop over back into the enemy script, look at from position, so that's always gonna work. And then username label, rotate object local axis vector 3 0 1 0, and the float is going to be degree to radian, I think -90. This might make it backwards, but that's fine. All right, we're also going to need to adjust the font size based on this distance. So the distance player, what we'll do is username label font size. It's going to be equal to how best to do this. Let me take a look at what it is now. So whenever it's just the full size of the plane, that's 137. So if I go like really far over here, about as small as it's going to be, it needs to be maybe 1500. So 150, I think, is the smallest it should be. And then 1500 is the max. So we'll clamp the value between those two values. And I'm just throwing this out arbitrarily so we can change this later. Distance. Let's see. So what can the distance be? So it's a radius of 400. So the distance can be, well, let's remap this. So we're going to remap distance to player. And the closest it can be is going to be 0. And the farthest it can be, let's just say 1,000. And then we'll remap that to 150, which is the smallest the font size can be. And then 1500, which is the largest that the font size should be, I think. So let's try this out. I'm going to export it. Yes. Go out into the world so that I may put you into my server. Yes. Refactor. Like you do. We flash on iPad. We flash here. So most likely what has happened is I had it rotate the wrong direction, which I always do. Because I always do it incorrectly the first time. That's how I learn. So I'm looking for a label on the iPad called butt face. All right, join server. We are struggling big time here. What is the deal? We're lagging bad. We're lagging very bad. All right, so now I can't see anything. And it's completely crashed on the other side. Oh, I see it. So the label is definitely not looking at me from the correct angle. Oh, and it is upset. And it's not growing the correct size. Okay, so changing that font, that's got to be just a disaster. I think that's the case. So, yeah, this is completely borked. It's completely crashed. So what I think it's doing, it must be due to changing that font, because the other operation is really just not that big font size, and it's remapping it. Um, so let's change the pixel size. So instead of the font size, let's get rid of this. Let me take a look in 3D. So the pixel size, 0.05 meters to, how big are we gonna want it? So actually, let me be like super close up on him. 0.005, I think it is baseline. And now let me move him like 800 pixels away. Negative 800. Let me see if I can even see him from that distance. How big would this need to be in order to see him? Can't really see it that well from that far away. 0.25. Let's say that's the maximum size it should ever be. I don't know if this is going to be a linear thing, but we'll try it out. So in the script, I'll reuse this, but we won't change the font size. The font size we'll just keep at 150, and we'll change the pixel size. Pixel size remap based on distance player, 1000 up to 0.25 down to 0.005. So itty bitty, icky bicky, really tiny stuff. And I know the we're not looking at from the correct angle. It's not in billboard mode. I need to change that, but uh, first I need to make sure that it's not gonna freaking crash everything. So let me refactor this and push it back out. Yes, yes, please. Refresh. Refresh. All right. Takes forever to bring up. Join the server. And join this server. Doing this on my iPad real quick. Okay. So much less of an issue here. I don't see it changing in size. Not at all. So let me go over here, kind of get out of the way, and see if it's any bigger. It is a little bit bigger, but it's definitely not what I'm looking for. It's definitely small still. And of course, completely the wrong direction. So I think what I want to do is, instead of having a actual thing, um, an actual 3D object, I'm going to abandon that idea and just add it to the HUD as a label. Yes. So that means I can break out my friend the affine transform here. And it's going to be a little bit nicer because I don't have to always be doing this on every frame. It scales much better, and we don't have to calculate distance or anything like this. So let me get rid of this. I'm gonna I'll just get rid of the whole ding dong thing. On 3D. Oh yeah, doesn't need to be over there anymore. It needs to be back here at 0. Hello, very big. I see you. Username label, get out of here. So what I need is an enemy label. And what I will do is make this a regular label. And call it username. That's all. This is all fine. Override some themes here. Give it a little shadow. Is that right? Font shadow color? Yeah. How big do I want to make this? A little bit bigger than that because it's kind of small. Font size 35. Heck yeah. All right. So what I want to do is take the on-screen view, on-screen coordinate of the uh plane, the enemy plane, and put this username logo right next to it. So I forget how I do that. I need to get the camera. So where is my camera? It's in the arena. Actually, it's attached to airplane camera. And let me read the documentation on this because it allows you to do nothing outputting a vector 2. Screen point, not project position. I want to get screen point from a 3D point. And I've done that before. Here, let me look through my old files. I know I have something I can just copy and paste. I have some old things. I think it has to be like to project the position. Let's see. So how am I going to do... What's the order of operations in terms of putting things here? So in the HUD, I'm going to need a node. I'm going to need just blank node. Doesn't need to really be anything specialized. It just needs to be a place to hold it and maybe have a script. What's this going to be called? Usernames. That's fine. Now, this needs to call out its position to the username thingy, the username script. So what do I have in my globals? Do I have a HUD? I don't have HUD in globals. I can add that. Heads up display. And on the HUD here, it has its own script. So on ready, oops, change that. Global heads up display is going to equal self. Nice, solid, lit, cool, fam, woo-ha. And what do I need to do in HUD here? Function set username position from global chord. Cool. And that is going to have to pass in a coordinate as a vector 3. Yeah, so we need a vector 3 coming in, and we need to move that username label. So I'm just going to have that label be this test one here. So what do I need to do? I think I need to project the position. 3. Returns a 3D point in world space that maps to the given 2D coordinate in the viewport. Now I need to do like the reverse of that. Let's see. What do I do? I think. What else do you give me? Something that takes a. Oh. Yeah. Oh, unproject position. I think this is it. Returns a 2D coordinate in the viewport rectangle that maps to the given. Hey. When using this to position GUI elements over a 3D viewport. Use the is position behind to prevent them from appearing. Oh. Thank you, Daddy. You have. The documents have saved me again. I can just do this. And it's lit. Control visible equals not give you for get camera 3D is position behind. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Oh, so that's a label. Okay. I'm just going to copy and paste directly out of the documentation. Like a big boy. Where is HUD? Where did I just put HUD? Oh, there it is. Var label. Ooh-ha-ha. Goodness. I didn't mean to copy the whole freaking thing. Get on out of here. Right? Right? Global transform. Oh, yeah, cord. Yes, so don't need the origin. I just need this. So set username position from global code. And the enemy, you should do that. Enemy, when should you do that? You should do it on the physics process. Function, physics process, set username position, global position. And we need to call that on the global HUD. Set username position. Eventually, I'm going to set the actual position. Set the actual usernames dynamically instead of just the one, but this will be, you know, cool. Okay, global. This is going to be a little bit hacky, but I can change it later. Why did you let me close that? How actually dare you? Where's my HUD? There it is. And I think I want it to be, I need to be able to set the username label. I'm just going to declare it up here, label. And label is equal to username's label. So what I will do is whenever I spawn in as the enemy, instead of this, what I'll do is global HUD label text is equal to username. Noise. Yeah, I think this works. It might not work. It could be stupid. But, you know, that's the way life is. Okay. Open there, close there. Wow. Refactor it. Run it. Refresh up here. I need to do the thing that makes F5 work from here because it does not at the moment, and it's frustrating for me. So we need to be seeing Butthead. I'm joining on the iPad. We need to be seeing Butthead on the screen. Join server. Dude. Did that just work? Heck yeah. Hey, let me go over here and make sure it's working over here. Because this works so much better than the other one. And he's off screen, you can't see him. Awesome. That's really nice. That just kind of worked out in a swell way. Wow. and he's just plummeting into the ground like a moron because my controller doesn't want to work on the other screen. That's good. What next? So we can work on the HUD a little bit. It might be good to work on all of this this pea soup that we have to contend with in terms of the player positions. I think I'll do that. Let me take a look. So where is this coming out of? In airplane. How often is it sending that out? I think it's in the multiplayer controller. Yeah, it's on physics process. Ah, yes. So it is sending out all of this data. And we don't want it to do all of that. That's way too much. So what I want to do is really trim this down a ton. So another thing too is I don't need it to go out nearly as often as it's going out. If we have the plane, I think I should just change this to is processing. Um, we need to find out. We actually only need to do this like every fourth frame. So if time get ticks millisecond, by modulo 4 equals 0. So this should do it every fourth frame. Then we'll send stuff out. So let me take a look at how we can modify the data here. Let me bring things down just so we can see them a little bit better. It's not on one line. So we have our position data, which is the snap position X, Y, and Z. Let me move these so they look a little bit nicer. Okay, so that's a fair amount of crap to send. Now we've made this 4 times more efficient by only doing it every fourth frame instead of every physics frame, because that's still going to give us enough resolution there. Instead of command going out, let's have it just be C to dictate this as a command. And instead of data, position data, let's just have it D. And that is still going to be that's fine. We can have this resolution here. C, update position, kind of a lot. So what I need is an enumeration. What I'm gonna do is in socket interpreter, the thing that does all this crap, I'm going to, well, first I'm gonna give this a class name. Class name interpreter. What I'm going to do is make an enum here. Commands. And this is going to be every command that we send out in just an integer format. So what was this command up here? Command, instead of update position like this, update position. We'll put that here. And let me save that real quick so I can access it from other places. Multiplayer controller is going to be interpreter commands update position. Now that is longer, but it's only longer in the editor. Whenever this gets sent out, what this is going to be is equal to C 0. And that's all this line is going to be. This is going to be very little. I forget, it's like, I think 2 bytes or something. Um, because update position is in the 0th uh, position on commands. It's the 0th index. Alright, so let me send this out. What we have to do then is any commands we have over here, we need to update that. We need to replicate this over on the server side so it can know what the heck we're talking about. Class, how do we do this? We need, how the heck do I do enums in Python? Python enum example. Enum in Python, geeks for geeks. Thank you. Continue without supporting. Sorry, geeks for geeks. No, I don't want to do that. I want to import these here. From enum, import enum. Yes. And then we will have a class, commands, and that's an enum. Now we need update position equal to 0. Okay. So I need to find update position. So case, oh yeah, commands. So command is going to be, instead of command, it's going to be C. Yes. All right, so we're going to have an integer 0. We need to correlate integer 0 to commands here. So how the heck do I access that based on the value? Season and season value. No, that's not what I want. I'm reading through here. What the heck? Python get enum value, enum name from value. Get enumeration name by value. Duplicate. Example. 1. Name. What? Interesting. So in the case state here, what do I have to do? Command value is going to be equal to that, and then the command is going to be commands command value name, I believe. Yeah. And then the command has to be equal to this. So if this one is update position, we have to do update position. I think. But also position data is not going to be POS data, it's just going to be D. Now, I need to do a massive update here. I need to go in and change all of these commands. I need to find receive authentication and add that to both sides, client and server side. Control Shift F, receive authentication, find it. Alrighty. So the message, the C of it is going to be, where is, oh yeah, it's all in interpreter now. Update position, receive authentication is another one. I'm actually just going to go through and find all of them so I don't have to do this like 5 times. Okay. Get out of here. Update position where I have. Just a sec. Yeah. Receive authentication. There's another one. Player hit. Reset player. Player health changed. Get connected player count. Request to join. Yeah. So now I can just copy these up here into my nice little enum house. Yeah. Player hit, reset player. Player health change, get connected player count. So I can have basically anything I want in here as long as they match on either side, so that way they can be gathered. Gathered and interpreted, requested join. Alrighty, so equals 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty, and now I have already changed them down there. So now I need to find all of these and actually put them back in the client side. So I need to go over to here. Yeah. Fix my tabs. But it implicitly numbers them and gives them values, so you don't have to do it that way in Python. You can't do it this way in Python. There you go. Commands. These match up. So let me see all of the places that I'm calling the command function there. Command. Everything should follow this format. Find it. Nice. Okay, so message C is going to be interpreter commands get connected player count. Nice. And then request to join. C. Oops. Interpreter commands request to join. Reset player. Interpreter commands reset player. Just gonna do a little sloppy copy over here. Hit. And player health changed. C. Player health changed. Player health changed. Nice. I don't think we're doing this anywhere else. If command not in JSON data keys in return. Okay, so the outgoing thing has to be command as well. Yeah, we have to update it coming back. So instead of command, it has to be just C as the identifier here. And we will also have to add all of these. So authenticate Players updated. Update player positions. Players updated. Update player positions. Player killed, take damage, player count. Join to lobby. Yes. Joined to lobby. The problem with this, the way I have it right here, is these things kind of aren't in a logical order. So like receive authentication and authenticate, I think should be together, but they're not. Um, so it's kind of frustrating, but I think we'll cope. Commands, let's see, can I slice this? Let me try it out. So, match command. So if we can do commands authenticate, that's going to happen whenever we connect anyway, so I want that to work. I hope that works. Now, what do we have to do? Oh yeah, we need to change everything on the server side to use C instead of commands. So let me find command. Yes, tons of them. Let me go through here and make these larger. All right, so starting at the top. This doesn't send anything back. It's fine. C is going to be update player positions. Oh yeah, I need to copy it from here. Yeah, I think these are the ones that I don't have over on this side. Add them to commands. Whoa. Equals 7. Get rid of all these little commas. 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, up, 13. Alrighty. Inconsistent use of tabs and spaces will shut. There you go. Update player position C. Now, how do I access Python? Access enum value? Is that how we do it? Getting value of enum on string conversion? Let me see. Let's update player positions. Just in case I forget that because I'm kind of dumb. I want the value. So commands, update player positions, value. I think that's all I need. Right? Right? It might be right. I think. Commands. Okay. Move this player killed. Commands player killed value. Take damage value. Players updated. Player killed. Player count. Joined to lobby. Players updated. Authenticate. Players updated. Okay, so any string commands here? No. This might break everything, and that's like awesome. We love to be on the bleeding edge of things not working, but also things working awesomely. So let me close this and make sure we don't have any uh just complete bonk errors whenever we run. Nope. That's good. This might work. This might not. Let's export it and crash and burn. Fail early, fail often. Alrighty. Refactor it, push it out, oops, and run it. No problems there. Refresh. Anything? Multiplayer. Okay. I don't see WebSocket connection, client connected. I don't see anything about client authenticated. But I don't know if it needs to. Username, Splinter, join server. Yeah. Wait, disconnect there. What we got? Okay, we had an issue. Self get player by player UUID. Okay, so it's connecting, and the client can disconnect, but those are things, we don't have anything from the authentication, so let's run back through here. Incoming C7 UID. What is, all right, so C7, it looks like it's coming as uh, a list. Now, I don't want that necessarily. C7 as a list. How interesting. Command 7 would translate to, in the interpreter, which we already have set up here. Did this not get saved? Is that a thing? I wonder if that's what it was. Let me try saving that and do a quick sanity check before this, I tear out all my hair. Not that I have a ton to tear out. Refactor it, push it out. Great. And rerun. So let me rejoin the server. What this should do, hopefully, is correlate every command back to the enumeration. Multiplayer, join server. Yeah, WebSocket connect. So we had an outgoing command of C6 and our player UUID. Player UUID wasn't given. That's why it would have failed there. Yes. Okay, so we had an incoming thing. We had the incoming command C7, but it came in as a list. C7 there, and that's what gives us our UUID. So if I go over to the interpreter, number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which, because I didn't start at 0, is authenticate. Why did that come in as uh, sorry, as a list? That's not what we want. We want to authenticate. Where are you, Papa? Yeah, and it comes in as a list. Authenticate. Okay, how are we handling it on client side? Control Shift F. Find it. Command authenticate client with the JSON data. Data UUID. Let's see. The command comes in. we obviously have C in keys. Key in C in key. Awesome. Nice. Great. We love that. But whenever we do that, we're having an issue. Yes. Yes. I see. I don't see. All right. So it's to do with the enums being sent as blank integers, I believe. Dx value. All right. Authenticate. How about instead of all this, what I want to do is print commands authenticate value. Let's make sure that this is what I want and that I'm getting what I want. Run. 7. Why are you as a list? Name, member. Yeah, get enum value. Python get enum value by name. Huh. All right, so animal dog value will get. Why are you like this? Oh. 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 I had a typo. So let me try this again. Yeah. Yeah, I had a typo. And it was on the only thing that a typo would have completely broken everything on, so I'm glad that happened. Now that shouldn't change anything in terms of how the code works. So now that this is running, I should just be able to join back in, and it should allow me to authenticate. I shouldn't be sending out the position. Join server. Yeah. Incoming C7. All right, well, Godot, why can't I get that? Go get enum by index. Looking up enums by value. Yes. This is what I want. Oh my god, I hate people on the internet. They're like, first off, why are you trying to do that? Because. Enum keys find value? No, that's kind of stupid. So what is happening is we're getting the proper value as the proper value here, but we're not getting uh the we're not matching it. So what we're doing here is we're trying to match the command to command authenticate. So command value, let's do basically the same thing that we're doing on the interpreter side of stuff. So we'll have the command value, but how do we convert that into the actual enum? And that is, I think, commands get, I think we can do keys, and keys find value? Is that right? No, it'd be this. Commands, command is equal to commands, and then I wonder if we can hash it. Command value. Are you hashable? You might not be hashable, but I'm gonna try this out and see if it works. It would be dumb if it weren't hashable, so it's probably not hashable. All right, so close this, refactor it, run it. 7 prints out like I like. I can remove that now. I don't need it. We flash. Multiplayer. Splinter. Join server. Yeah, failed. Let me go back. C7 UUID. Yeah, we're not getting what we want here. Match Godot get enum by index. Yeah, I want to get that enum. Oh, I think what I need to do is do keys, and then you can hash the keys. Commands keys, and then command value. Might not. Hey, Jolene, what's with the barking over there? Let's keep it chill. Hey, Jolene, come here. Come on, you want to see chat? Yeah, chat's not really. You don't have to chat. You can chat for chat. Good God, roll. Good God, roll. Okay. We have satiated the poodle. Refactor it. Run it. Love it. Live it. Refresh it. Not sure that was what I wanted. We crashed again. C7. I just need to print it out. This is so stupid. Close. Global GD print. DB print. Excuse me. Command value. And then do the same thing with command. Export yourself. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, get player by UUID with no UUID. That is not something that should happen. Because it's not collecting its UUID. It will still crash whenever I run this, but it should hopefully print out what I want to. Yes. Join server. Okay. Yeah, authenticate. What the heck? So we have an incoming command, command 7, and it's authenticate. Yeah, that was the command here. And it is authenticate, but we can't just do this. That's going to be the string name. Oh. How best to do this? Because it is just going to give us the string name, and that doesn't really make any sense to do for having an enumeration here of all the stuff. Let's see. I don't want that. I want to be able to... Wait a minute. The command value is integer? It would maybe it just have to be the integer. And authenticate. Get the heck out of here. Yeah, commands authenticate. Command value is this, and command is going to equal integer of command value. Right? Project. Export. Deal with it. Yes. Close. Refactor. Run. Refresh. What do we got? We connected. There we go. We received authentication. That's what we needed. Proof of concept. Players updated. Nope. Players updated. Update player positions. Player killed. Take damage. Player count. Joined to lobby. Okay. That should be every instance so far. Should be every instance so far. Whenever I have in the main, I think I have, yeah, start multiplayer, game started. Start multiplayer. Okay, so what I want is the multiplayer controller to not start off processing. So on ready, process mode is going to be process mode disabled. Yes. And on multiplayer started, I want it to have the same thing. I want it to start inheriting. So global NPC. Right? Is that how I have it called? Where in the interpreter is this NPC? Oh no, it's just NPC. So it's back in main. I don't need to have global NPC. I can just have NPC. Nice. So this way it's not going to be doing like all of its calculations and crap before I actually send anything out. Hello, guys. It's a boy. My puppy's right at my foot. He's a sweet boy. All right. Let's try it out. Let's see if it's see if it's working there. So export. Run it up the flagpole. Receive authentication is not a valid commands. Receive authentication. Where did that come in at? Receive. Huh? Excuse you? Python enum commands command value and then name. Receive authentication. Where are you being sent from? Control Shift F. Receive authentication. Find it. Ah. Spell better. Find it. Yep, I do it. Interpreter commands, receive authentication. Alrighty, that I think is gonna work. Now I'm going to export this again and join and start shooting stuff down because that's what's awesome. Close it, refactor it, launch it, love it. He joined from the iPad. That's him joining from the iPad. Refresh the web page. All right. Multiplayer. Splinter. Join server. Okay, so we have a ton of data still coming in and out. And it is not really any bigger or smaller. So what we're definitely going to need to do is, I think this is just allowing less overhead. Like it doesn't seem any less busy. So I'll join in on the iPad here. Butthead. Join server. So Butthead is joined. There he is. Yeah. So if anything, he's more steppy. And now he's just in a freaking loop where he's flipping around and doing nothing. Yeah, we need to do lerping in between things here. Yeah, the problem with clearing it up the way that we did is now it can just throw in way more. So I think we need to filter it back to only go every couple frames on the server side as well. But yeah, we definitely don't need to have this many UUIDs being thrown through. So maybe I'm trying to think of a better way to do that. Because we have the UUIDs, then the server needs to know those, but everything's being stored in memory at an address, so we really don't need these visual representations. And I guess we could just store it in memory from there. We do need like an index or something, but we definitely don't need, a 32 byte thing. We can do way less than that. One thing that I can very achievably do though, is we update the position from the multiplayer controller. So, update player positions. Where are you at? Update player positions. Player positions. All right. So, in the multiplayer controller, that gets the dictionary, and there's all these new positions that come in. So, enemy planes, we're just setting the global position directly. So, what I want to do, is move this out of the multiplayer controller, the set minimap, and put that into enemy itself. So enemy is going to take care of its own stuff. It's just a little bit nicer. So global minimap, set enemy position, UUID, global position. Nice. Cool. And a multiplayer controller, the enemy plane, we want to set target position. And we'll set that to the new position. Awesome. So I need to make that function over here. Where do we want it to go? You want it to go right there. Function, set target position, which will be a vector 3. Pass. So I need a target position. Vector 3. How best to do this? We need to lerp between because it's going to be steppy. That's fine. It can be steppy because the information comes in really quick, but we need it to not look steppy. So what we need to do is lerp towards the target position. the target position is equal to what do we need to be? It's POS right there. And here, every physics frame global position is going to equal to global position lerp to target position by 0.3, whatever. Very arbitrary amount. Another thing that I want to do is I want the single player mode to allow me to have AI enemies. Because it's kind of frustrating to have to try and do it on the iPad and stuff like that. So I want to have someone that I can shoot down. Meantime, though, I don't think that's gonna give me a lot of value. It'll be nice for a little bit later, like if people want to play and there's no one else playing. But the lerping thing is only going to be really effective for multiplayer because that's the only time you're going to have this steppy updating thing. It should just be smooth whenever you're playing single player. Not have to worry about that. Multiplayer. What? Join. Okay. Multiplayer. Splinter. Join it. Yeah. So there's what flying around there. And he's lerping fairly well. He's a little crunchy, actually. Let me go over here and turn around and fly back at him. He's alright, but he is really steppy. And whenever he rubber bands back, it's not like right on. And we'll see if that's super annoying or not. What do we got to do? Just feels like now it's way too many commands. So the UUID, I'm just going to trim that like a ton. So in player, you get a UUID. So what I'm going to do is get a base UUID. And then return just like the first four. Base UUID. Maybe 8. Yeah, the first 8. First 8 characters. That'll be better. Refresh. Does this authenticate still? Yeah. Much better. Multiplayer. Yeah. So much nicer. Because, I mean, you're never going to be playing with that many people. And that works. So, let's change player positions that are being sent back. Update player positions. Whenever we're sending that command out, Control Shift F commands update. I think we're getting back a lot of extra data. Yeah, update player positions. So an interpreter on the server side yeah, let's remove these. Update player positions. Yeah. Here's something that I need to do. I need to have a constant loop going on. Basically the same way that uh Mario Brothers handles its uh his frame buffering things. So we'll have like frame chunks that get sent out. So unless it needs to be like, I think we can just do like the position one uh once every like 4 ticks or something, because right now what's happening is uh it is just sending as soon as it can possibly get it. And so whenever there are two people connected, it, if they're like not lined up, like one will get sent by uh player A, and the server will send something back immediately to everyone. And then player B will send their thing like a millisecond later, and then it'll send it back to everyone. So what it needs to do is actually like collect these and send them back out in logical packets. Um, that is going to give us a ton of help there. Um, so another thing I can do is, instead of player positions spelled all the way out, I can just set that to P. Da, 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 da. So let us change it within here. Update player positions with the player positions data. So that can just be P. Nice. So how do I want to go about doing that? It's gonna be kind of tough. And there might be call for like a packet. Um, so what I have here in the socket interpreter, actually in the socket controller, we have a couple things. We have a JSON data string. And it does its own buffering here. So like uh get the available packet count in the buffer. But right now I'm not handling that necessarily. I'm not handling like a ton of overhead. So we're getting on JSON received. Yeah, interpreter message. Um yeah, okay, so it just sends it all over, no problemo. Um and what I want to do here is we have interpret message, interpret package, JSON data. Um, I want the controller to figure that out. If it is a package or if it is uh, just a single message. What I need to do then is have a distinction. Um, if JSON data keys has uh how do we want, we're gonna have to restructure everything. JSON data is packet equals true, then the interpreter interpret package JSON data, else interpret message JSON data, message or package. So everything now has to either be a packet or not a packet that it gets sent back, that gets sent out. So anything that we're returning has to be JSON dumps. How best do we want to do this? We need to have a reserved token of O, most likely, operator. O equal to 0. Yeah. So I can just append this to everything. Any JSON dumps that we have. And this will signify that it this will signify that it is not a packet to be handled. There we go. It still needs it for that. Needs it for that. Where else have we got these going out? Okay. Nice. And oh. So what I need to do is in the socket controller have reserved constant reserved keywords. I wonder if you can have a dictionary as a constant. Operator. Used for it's going to be a Boolean if message is a packet or is a single message. C command correlates to the interpreter command enum. Nice. Okay. This is not actually going to be connected to anything in code. What this is just like a little helpful guy for me, so that I can see what I'm doing. I can remember what I'm doing. Okay. Ooh, Cheeto burp. Very nice. What else have we got other than an extra space here? I still think things are happening way too often. But I want to see if I caught everything in terms of is a packet or not, because that could cause me lots of issues if it's not done correctly. Factor, run, didn't break there. Fresh. Okay, multiplayer. Join server. Ah, clean, broken, didn't work. Okay, so outgoing C. Do we have anything incoming? C6 player UUID. Oh. Huh. Incoming. Well, these aren't as integers. Well, they are as integers. They're not strings. Oh, did break everything. Socket interpreter. Yeah. No, socket. Socket controller. Might be. There's an O is equal to. Actually, no. It's going to be equal to. 1. Yeah, there we go. That's dumb. Silly. I made a mistake there. So I was saying if it's equal to true, so it is only going to uh, fire if it were an actual true Boolean and not truthish, which I wanted. Unfortunate. Run it. Refresh it. Make sure that I have the appropriate UUID parsing here. Given UUID from WebSocket. Nice, nice. Oh, that works. Dear. Okay, yeah, we're cooking. Incoming, outgoing, incoming, outgoing, incoming, outgoing. Great. So we can fly around. We can have a good time. I guess we need a score. Also, I think the Gatling gun needs to do more. So we can work on the an arbitrary scoring system. That sounds like fun. Player score, multiplayer. Where are we gonna keep this? Player. How are we going to determine score? We're gonna need time alive. But where are we gonna keep it? I guess we're gonna keep it in player airplane. Because we do have a get killed thing. Actually, whenever we reset, we're gonna have to change time alive to 0. So let me go up and create a variable here. Time alive is gonna equal 0. So every tick, we can increase the time alive value by delta. Yeah. And whenever we reset, time alive is going to be equal to 0. Cool. What I would like to do then is we're going to need a time alive label. Time alive. Time alive. I'm just doing this in reverse, and I'll add that later. Var time alive label is going to be a label. And that's going to go in the HUD. Where is my HUD? There it is. Time alive label. Time alive. And it is called from the plane. Time alive label. Nice. Project settings. Not project settings. Just export. That's what I want. Make sure that is working. Actually, I don't even think I need to export it. I can just run it locally. That should work. Single player? Yeah. Time alive label is crazy. So this person, I think this is a decent enough metric for like how long a person has been connected to the server. So I think in the terms of the actual score, I think there can be like two separate ones. Like you can have the time that you're alive, but you can also have like, okay, for each bullet hit that you get, uh, you get X number of points, and for each kill that you get X number of points. We also need to, how best to do this? Uh, I need a debug screen where I can just spawn a plane and have it fly at a certain point. I think that'd be fun, just like for debug purposes. How am I gonna handle that? Can I have a button? Can I have a debug screen, please? Main. I have the debug printer, but I do want just a debug screen. Is there anything in debug? Scenes down here. New folder. Debug. New scene. Make it a control. Debug screen. And I want a button. Simple little button. Aha. Spawn plane. And in main, I'm going to add debug screen. I think it'll go right there. Let me try this out. Yeah, spawn plane there. So if I go to single player, okay, it completely blocks everything, except for that piece. So I need to change the mouse mode, the process. It's not the process mode. I forget what it's called. Mouse filter pass, I think it is. We'll see if we can actually click on stuff. Can't click on stuff. Can click on that. Plain blah, blah, blah. All right, so it is going to be ignore. No, not that one. Where are you? Processing? Process mode? No. Oh, it's in mouse. Yeah, mouse filter, ignore. Now go. So it ignores this, but it doesn't ignore this. So I can play single player, and I can hopefully spawn a plane. Yeah. Okay, so what I would like to do is connect that to something. So it's not multiplayer controller, so I guess we're going to need a single player controller as well. Actually in test arena. So what I would like to do is make it AI plane. Right? Yeah, great new folder. AI plane. Oh, make a new scene. Great new scene. That is going to be a character body. 3D, trace day. And AI plane. Oi, I would like to change you. Whatever. AI plane. Nice. So let me copy these bad boys over to AI plane. And what do I need to copy over here? I guess it's just a collision shape. Collision shape 3D is gonna be a box. No. Yes. You were right the first time. Yes. Cool. AI plane. Yeah, let's give it a script. Let's see what it needs to do. So I'm going to copy a little bit from here. So it's going to have health. It's going to have fuel. It's basically going to have... Are these used at all? I'm not using these in the other... In mine. No, I'm not using those. I can get rid of those. So, I don't need... I guess I will, I guess I'll do this. Just copy the whole ding-dang kitten caboodle. And for the physics process, it doesn't handle inputs. It is going to need these as well. So it's going to need gravity, thrust, max fuel. Are these vectors being used? No. Lift label, drag label. I can get rid of those. Go on now. Okay. It has its guns, it has its area vector, which I don't think area vector is being used in airplane. Nope. Copy these nasty boys. Bring them over. All right, so the AI plane needs some AI. So function, physics process, pass. And it needs to have basically the same collision stuff, collision properties. It needs to be able to collide with the arena barrier and obstacles, the environment. Where is the arena area? The barrier. It is the arena barrier and it comply with the player plane. Yeah, so it needs to be on its own layer. It needs to be the AI plane. AI plane. So test arena needs to mask with the player plane and AI planes. Yes. The AI plane needs to just be on the AI plane thing. Cool. And in the regular player plane, I'm going to calculate the forces here. Yes. We need to add that to here. I don't see anything... Ooh, doggy barking time. I don't see anything that's really a bother in terms of, errors or anything like that. It's just going to go straight, basically. Jolene, how about not? Nope. Nope. Not at all. Nope. Don't do that. Don't need that. Handle none of it. Okay, so we don't need to calculate the angle. We don't need to calculate forces. We're not going to do this. We're not writing the text. I can get rid of that. Dead is false. Such and such and such and such like that. Okay. I think that'll work. So what I'm going to do is in test arena, I'm going to have a script. Function spawn AI plane. Yes. So our AI plane resource is equal to load AI plane. Yeah, this guy. AI plane is going to be an instantiated resource of the AI plane. Okay, and we're going to add the child. We're going to add the AI plane. It's just going to be in the dead center, I think. Who else? What else? AI plane. What do we do whenever we spawn the player? We just give it a little kick. Right? Yeah. All right, so in the debug screen, I'm going to connect spawn plane button. We need a script in here. Debug. Pressed. On spawn plane button pressed. And global test arena? Arena? Yeah. Spawn AI plane. Cool. If not global main game started, return. I think that's what it is. Cause yeah, game started gets called whenever we're playing, so we can't just spawn something whenever it's yeah. Hoo-ha. Let's run this and see if we have broken it. Single player? Spawn plane? Interesting. Okay, that's an issue. AI plane is shadowing some stuff. Yeah. What this is going to have to do is do whatever the enemy does in terms of the minimap. Global minimap add enemy us. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So function ready. So we need a UUID. And we need to make a UUID. This needs to be a random string. I think there is. I've made a UUID utility, but I don't know what it is anymore. So I think we just need. Do we do random choice? I'm just gonna Google it. Godot random string. Let's hopefully not have anything crazy here. What is this person doing? Okay, that makes sense. All right, so, oi, what have we done here? Instead of length, let's just do 8. In char? What are they doing? That's a little wonky. The word plus equals this. There you go. I think that should work. I think that should work. So yeah, let's print UID whenever that goes on. And on the physics frame, we also need to update the position on the minimap. Blah, 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 blah. Minimap. Set enemy position. Yeah. All right. Is this gonna break everything? Could. Maybe. Single player. Small player. Excuse you. What happened? Nil an operator plus UUID equals balls. Had a nil value, so you can't add anything to a nil value. Spawn a plane. Urwursiab is behind me. I don't see him anywhere. Let us spawn the enemy plane. Where are we at in the arena? Test arena. That's why it's not where I thought it was. AI plane global position equals to vector 3 0 25 0. Put it up in the sky a little bit. Where planes love to be, where wings take dream. Spawn plane. Is that him over there? Yeah, that's him over there. So does he spawn? No, he does not flip around. So I need to check the barrier here. The plane is area, get parent, spawn marker, plane global position. Plane left. So area 3D exited. So what collision layer is this on? This is on arena barrier, AI plane, and player plane is what it should interact with. Yeah. AI plane is going to interact with the environment. Actually, no, it's not on that layer. It's just that layer. But it should interact with the environment, obstacles, bullets. Should definitely be hit by bullets. And pickups. Cool. Let's go. Why did it just allow it to fly out? Whoa. Why do you fly out? Okay, yeah, it just completely effed off. So let me... Ooh, we have a ton of errors out here as well. That's nice. Oh yeah, it's just a handshake error. Delta's never using that. Blah, 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 blah. Leave me alone. I want to see if Test Arena is printing out whenever a plane left. Plane left. Area. Okay, so whenever I join by myself over here, I can just dive and it'll let me know that plane is left. See, it's just clicking on the hitbox there. Now, whenever I spawn a plane. Whoa. Can I shoot him? No, can't shoot him. So he didn't trigger it as leaving. Yeah, I know why. I know why. So over here I have a hitbox, which is connected to player plane and 2. So I'm going to copy this. And paste it. Mm-hmm. Yep. That'll do. So that should do stuff. Oh, it might not have connected its it might not have connected stuff that it needed to. Let me slow down. Fly out. Do it. Crash. Crash and burn. Oh yeah, now he's back behind me. Cool. All right, so we have the plane that flies around and does stuff. Now, I need to be able to shoot it down. What do I do here? Okay, so in the player plane on hitbox, that's connected to on hitbox area entered. Player. On hitbox area entered, we update health. AI plane. Paste. And we need to connect that. Area entered. I can pick it actually. No, I haven't saved it yet. I guess that's why. Oh, I also need to add the update health. All this fun stuff. Some stuff I don't need to add in here because we're not using multiplayer. And I need to connect here to the area entered. And I can pick this one. It's mad. Script methods only. Compatible methods only. Where is it? On hitbox area entered. Yeah. There you are. Goodness. Connect. Okay. And if, let's see, how is death handled on this one? No, that would be done from the multiplayer controller. So if health equals 0, print killed it. Let's see. Let's start it up. Single player, spawn a plane, spin around, shoot it. I don't think I have the right hitbox set up, I guess. Hitbox area entered. Airplane. I guess it needs to be able to take bullets. Yeah. It definitely needs to be able to take bullets. If I'm going to shoot it out of the sky with bullets. Spin around. Shoot it. Oh yeah, kill it. Okay. Okay, so it's fairly easy to kill. It needs a username. And I think no, I don't need it to have a username. I just need kind of like a visual representation of like how much damage I'm doing. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know if like you need to completely know how much damage is being done. I think that's like part of the fun. Maybe have at least like uh some sort of visual, not necessarily a bar, like a health bar though. I think what would be cool is like if you could see that the plane is like smoking or something like that. I think that would be kind of neat. Shoot him down, shoot him down, shoot him down. Be also cool to like ram people. Like to smash into dudes. Awesome. Okay, so we need a score controller of some sort. And I need to adjust the damage uh scenario here. We need a single player controller. It's basically what I'm getting at. So where does multiplayer controller live? scripts multiplayer controller? Okay. So in scripts, we also need a new script called, oh, excuse you, single player controller. And I need to add that to the auto loads, project settings, globals. Add her in, scripts, multiplayer controller. Not multiplayer controller, single player controller. And I'm going to call it the SPC. Add it. Okay, so single player controller, I need this to be kind of a, basically to do what the multiplayer controller does. Hey, what up, booyah? Right now, we're working on multiplayer for the dogfighting game. How are you doing, my son? I will drink some water while you type glorious replies. Woof woof, doggy bark. Here, let me show you what I got. So, oh, good call. Let me bring up Spotify because I didn't have Spotify on. I've just been yapping at like nothing. So, let me bring this in. Let me bring in some nice tunes from the Outer Wilds. Ah, yes, a song called Dirt Mouth. That's fun stuff. Anyway, we have a less realistic simulation of how to just raw dog and game dev without the soothing music. It's been wild. We have a menu. There we go. So we're flying around. Couple of updates. You can now see the vector in which you're flying. The mini map down there on the bottom, and that corresponds to like your pitch. So like, if you're pointing straight up, the FOV slider changes a little bit. You can freaking fly and do some crazy barf-tastic fun stuff. We got pickups here, so the health comes back, and then it should come back after 10 seconds. And I can, this is single player, but I can spawn another plane right there, and I can shoot him down. It says I killed it there. And whenever he exits the arena, which this little arena barrier comes up, he just flips around over there. So we essentially have portals. So like I can fly directly up and hit the barrier, and then I fly through here. You can head at like a shallower angle, and you'll fly through. Oh, my pickup came back. There we go. And that is also working on multiplayer as well. So let me make sure. Let me export this. Export selection. Nice. And I had to build a refactor on the server side that just moves everything into the right place. Let me refresh. I've got an iPad over here where I can log in and play against myself. I've got the web page open here. He's just been flying for about 6 hours. So if I log in, I can go to multiplayer, and let me join on the iPad. Let me join in and call him Booyah. And join in here, join the server. Yeah, so there you are. You're flying around. There's my health pickup. So another thing that I've been doing is trying to optimize the WebSocket traffic, which you see flying in there. Yeah. And making that more manageable, because right now it's just not. Is there's so much information coming in, and it's like coming in like at frames. But what's happening right now is you've spawned at a random spot. Now, let me see if I can take over as you. I need to turn on this other controller. I have like one of those little 8-bit Do controllers, and it kind of stinks. It just does not want to connect to my iPad. Okay. Where are you? Where are you at? There you are. And I can now fly as you It's really hard to fly 2 planes at once. I think it's really hard to fly 1 plane at once. So let me chase me down. You can see me on the mini map, freaking flying like crazy. Oh wait, there you are in front of me. I need to turn around. I'm attacking. Let me shoot me down from you. There. Haha. You died, ding dong. So that is one thing that I took as advice from you is like have a way to die and get to the end screen really fast. Um, so you can die. What do you think of that? Try again. And then you can fly and then so the buffer fills up like crazy because of all of the unhandled messages and then it goes like lag city. Um, so it's all very manageable, but yeah, all of the logic needs to be updated for the WebSocket API. Of course, it's the WebSocket, the thing that I made. Yeah, player died. Splinter, he's dead. Blech. Right now, what I'm working on is kind of like a scoring system, so I can run it locally, not on the server. Do single player, and I want to be able to, pardon me, shoot things down and have as much run on the client side as possible in terms of making it look nice. So that guy's dead, but nothing happens to him. Oh, it's nice music. Oh, yeah, it's also not turned up here. It's a little loud. There we go. I was going to say, I couldn't hear it at all. I'm going to turn it up a little louder, but then turn it back down on OBS. Oh, so nice. Okay. Yeah. I need to add sound effects to this. So I was thinking about just like recording myself in Audacity going like the flying is actually kind of addictive and fun. Like I was doing that for like 10 minutes the other day. Ah, just flying around. You can speed up over him and wah! Do cool little jumps. Oh, it's pretty loud. I thought it was. There we go. I try and keep it at like 45 dB. Oh, cool, 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 cool. Yeah. Whee! It's the flying is fun enough. It's to the point where it's like I don't know what to do. Like I just keep wanting to fly around. Like oh, I suppose I should make a better scoring system. So yeah, before you had hopped in, what I was doing. Oh, I think the music is just really dynamic. I think it's going in through it's like really quiet parts and really louder parts. Make a plane model. Uh, let me see if I can do that. I also met with someone who's gonna help me update the model. Actually design a VTuber model instead of just kit bashing stuff. Here, let me I have some stuff where we can do a little bit of modeling. I have where are my planes? Where's my plane data? Please don't be crashing. Yes? Yes? Maya, are we here? Okay. Just a sec. Just a sec. Technical difficulty. I actually went on Wikipedia and I found some stuff. I found some like plane views, haha, plane views of the airplanes, and I think I can use those to do some modeling, and you can watch me just kind of be terrible at Maya. Where's the folder where I put everything? Progetto. Aeroplano. Oh, I think they're just in my downloads folders. Which one do we want to do first? So I've got some Messerschmitts. I've got the Mitsubishi A6M. The here, let's do the Messerschmitt first. Hello? Why you no load? Oh, there we go. I see all the new stuff is highlighted. Let's create a free image plane. Everything's being uber duper slow today. I was actually I tried to play Minecraft earlier on the stream just to see like what gaming is like and stuff on this. Disastrous. OBS was not having a good time at all. But I was having a good time, and that's what's fun. But I was. Where are ya? Downloads. Messerschmitt. Messerschmittit. There we go. We got huge, amazing, awesome. See, it's a plain view. Nice. Let me slap this bad boy over here in the middle. Oh, are you reversed? Ugh. Okay. Let's do modeling. We need a cube, right? And it needs to be this big. And we need to have wireframe on shaded. Because that's how we know how stuff should look. I promise dogfighting. Arf. There will be no such thing. There will only be... Actually, so... I need to get a SSL certificate so that we can all play like on a web page or something. So that we can actually deploy it. Image plane 2. Where are you? I need to press J to do the snapping. I don't like how just completely not lined up these planes are. You kind of have to do a whole lot of, I don't know, construction yourself. Oi, why are you this way? And I had just moved you that way. I've lost my marbles here. Yeah, that one is where it's supposed to be. We're on the Z plane. And now on this one, we're over here. You're supposed to be like back here. There you go. This is like doing math with my eyes. And you there, you'll be the front one. Right, right, uh-huh. Cool. And then we'll put the cube down where it's supposed to be. And then there you go. That's it. You have this biblically accurate Messerschmitt. And that's all you need. That's all you need. You got the fuselage, you got the little something something. And you just insert an edge loop. I'm all done. Just use that. Yeah. Mesh tool. Insert edge loop. Come on, we gotta give it a little bit of fluff. There we go. And we'll even grab some symmetry. Object X. Is that the symmetry we want? No, we want object Z. Yeah. And then we just, you just squirt that out. Probably add a little bit of a little bit of juice to it first. Then you squirt it out. Oh yeah. Just straight up plain. Press G to do that again. Nope. It's adorable. By the way, it's adorable, the explorable. I don't like what I just said. Oh, it's got a little personality. Shading. Wireframe unshaded. The best shading method. Is it bad? I kind of like it. Yeah, it's kind of got a little attitude. So, it might just be like this. I mean, it's kind of raw. Let me push this back. I like his little butt. He's got a little snotty little guy. Oh, he's got little flippers. How do we, how do you model a plane? Uh, that's kind of an issue there. Um, edge, where's this edge? Here. You want up a little bit? And so you want to be down a little bit. And you want to be down a little bit. And this little corgi butt that it's got going on needs to, looks like a Fisher Price baby chew toy. Have you been looking at a lot of my toys recently? Edge. Let's pucker her up a little bit. I kind of want it to, no, not this. I want it to, here, what do I want it to do? I want it to, yeah, let's pop this bad boy up here. I ruined it a little bit. Okay, so it's got a serious keel issue. No, not that, not that, not that. I don't know. It's kind of like a weird, fat weird little thing. It's time to put the crayons down. Oh no, I kind of like the keel. You want to be squeezed in, right? Yeah, you want to be squeezed in, but that means you want to be like flared out. Because you're like a nasty little guy. Oh, wait, where's this thing? Component. Ah, ah. Right? Right? World? No, not. Yeah, we do want it to be on world, not here. Oh. Okay, and y'all need to come on in. Okay, and we need to make this part, like, way more bodaciously out. Not component. We want object. Ugh. Put the crayons down. It looks like... It looks mad at me. Why is it so angry? What did it do to me? Oh. Wow. It also kind of looks like the battle rifle from Halo 2. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Peace. Yeah. Doink. I like it. Is this going to ruin it? No. That looks dumb. Let me just make a quick little adjustment to make him less aerodynamic. He's neato. You know what? Delete everything. We'll call him the Brad. The B-Rad. Nice. Export selection. Yes. As an object. I would like you to save to somewhere other than the C drive. Papa? Well, I ain't got time to do that. That's like an off-stream kind of thing. Yeah, so just let's have a good time. If only the Maya export selection page made any sort of sense. It's off screen. Game, assets, new folder, models, Brad. Export selection. Nice. Why did you change from the default wireframe on shading? Angry. Okay. After much aplomb, let us change the mesh to the Brad. Assets. Models. Brad. All right, I've noticed one problem straight out the gate. Why is it in the middle of... I don't recall putting it in outer space. Whoop. Okay, now you may freeze your transformations. And re-export. So that we don't have all of this nonsense. Oh yeah, this is music from a game called Gris, which I'd never heard of before, but it's like everything on the soundtrack's awesome. To the point where like I don't want to check out the game because it might not be as good as I think it is based on the stuff. Gris is great. I might have to check it out then. Where is my everything that goes into this game? There we go. Wow. There he is. All right, but now the problem is, it's not facing the right way, and he's about 500,000 times too big. Wow. So we will just turn him, -9, and we'll scale him down. All right, so he has these guns still, which are kind of all right, I guess. Here, let me hide the old one and bring it back to normal view. And we can adjust the gun point, I think. I forget how the script does it. So it just makes... Okay, it just shoots the bullets out of wherever this gun node is. So I mean, we can move these up and it'll shoot more accurately. It will shoot accurately to the logic here. So we move these up and adjust them out a little bit. So -1 on the x-axis and 1 on the x-axis. There we go. It's kind of like rah, 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 rah. It looks like a shark. That's kind of cool. What playlist is this? Oh, this is chill game music. Can I share? May I share? Share. Copy link to playlist. Post it in chat. Boing. There you go. No problem, brah. Single player. Whoa. Okay, so that is cool to look at whenever you're not directly behind it this way, but it definitely has perspective issues. Ah. So let me see what it's like to fly around with it over here. Aeroplano. Copy this. Paste. The focal length is actually pretty wide. Also, I think it's still just big. Is that right? Here, let me take a look at the plane camera. No, not this. FOV is 100.6. Take a look at the preview. Yeah. Pretty wide. It's also still just pretty big, so like that might have a ton to do with it. Hide these ones. And adjust the scale on this guy so it looks a little bit more normal. Where's the transform there? How about, oh, yeah, 0.1 seems to be fine. Yeah, because this kind of fits in the original bounding box. Let me try that with this guy. A little bit smaller. Oh yeah, that's like way better. I don't like how the flaps look from the back. Well, I think they need a little bit of something. Face. Actually. Ooh, I know what it needs. It needs this, and it needs this edge to be brought forward. Actually, it needs like a split along this. It needs, how do I achieve that? You need to have a cut here and a cut there, right? And then we need to delete you. Face. Get on out. And how do we connect you? Edge. No, vertices. We need to snap the vertex tool. Yeah. Yeah. And then just bridge these boys. Boing. Push these verts a little bit forward. And push these ones a little bit forward. As well as these ones a little bit back. Just kind of like give it a little bit of funky, fresh flair. And awesome! Awesome! Make them separate view and you can flip them up and down when... Oh yeah, I could do that too. Let me see if I can connect this face and then smooth select. Just kind of like pull this in a little bit. That's more rigging though, and I'm afraid of that. Local scale 0.85. The magic number. 0.85. The magic number. I don't want smooth selecting though. I don't want this to go in again. I just want this to kind of like, I still wanted to have these sharp little guys here. And then I can put like my face here. Let me send a new material. Sure. No, not the UVs. Cool. Cool. Okay, now delete everything. Brad V3. Okay. Why are you this big and your font is that small? Yes. I kind of want to take off the keel. I don't know about the keel. Lukewarm on the keel. Oh, that's like 10 billion times better. Get out of here. Delete those two. And mesh model. I can delete that on the AI plane as well. And then he will just have his little mesh model. What do I want to do with him? I want to override his material. This one, I think. Are you the material I want? No. New standard material. Yes. There you go. But I don't want it to be a standard material. I want it to be a unshaded, just creepy thing. Here, let's make it red because red is cool. Whoa. Nice. And then everything else can just be like dark gray. The menacing color. Not sure where this frame is. Oh, I guess it's the head around it. Let me copy that. 4C, 4C, 4C. Say number 2. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Albedo, where you at? Now he's got this. He's got the darkness to him. He's got the glowing face. Let me see what this looks like whenever I fly around with him. Check the proportions on it. Single player. It definitely looks like way cleaner, like way better as a smaller thing. Let me spawn the other one. There he goes. He's really tiny. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He looks like a bomber. He looks kind of neat. From the top, he looks kind of dorky. Let me find it from the top. Ah! I went way too fast. That's the fun thing about debugging this game is you puke the entire time. There he is. I want like a lock-on screen now. I think that'd be super cool. Is he dead? Oh yeah, there he is. Now I need to make him like fall out of the sky and all sorts of other stuff, and he actually needs to stop flying once I've killed him. I need to think of a name for this model as well. It's like the boink, pelican, the monolith, the something like that. Also need to hide that username thing. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, we don't need that. So, what do you get for points for shooting someone? So I think, is it going to be related to how much damage you do, or if it's just like a single good hit? So like, it's probably the score might as well just be damage, and then you can get like an extra 50 points if you take a plane down. So what we need to do now is determine when things have been killed. So right now on the bullet logic, whenever the hitbox is entered, it just makes the health go down by 10. So we need to buff that up. Now on the hitbox area entered, hitboxes should only be hit by things that can do damage to them. Hence the point of a hitbox. But we're only getting the area from that. So the tracer round needs to have this information that it can pass once it's hit. So damage is equal to 15. Let's say a tracer round will do 15 damage. So the area is what is passed in here, and that is the hurt box area of the bullet. So let's get damaged by area get parent. So let's print that out. Damaged by damaged by. So let's see if that prints out correctly at the bottom. Whenever I join, flip around. Okay, damage by a node 3D. So let's take a look at why that didn't print out exactly what I wanted it to. That's okay. I want it to know if it's a bullet, because it's not calling itself a bullet. It should be calling itself like tracer round or something. Is bullet, and we'll make that a true Boolean. So whenever the AI plane gets hit, if the damaged by, if it has a, what is it called? It's just meta? Has meta, is bullet. Then we know it is a bullet. Damage by bullet. Did I go way too fast there and completely miss something? Spawn plane? Do flip? No. Doesn't have that method. So what did we get hit by? We're obviously being hit by something. Can remove this logic. Oh yeah, that's fine. You are a bullet. Well, let me double check here on the actual hitbox what it can be hit by. So you can be hit by targets and bullets. So questioning what we need to do that's going to be adaptable that we know it. Oh, yeah. It can just call the how much damage it has. So let me check the documentation for nodes. I have nodes. Actually, it's going to be in objects. So I think it's going to be like get property, not get property list. Is it has property? Okay, so what returns a Boolean here? Has method, has signal. Yeah, not what I need. I just want it to know if it has the actual string attribute. Godot is so stupid. Oh, wait, there we go. Get. It's just get? That's so stupid. That is far too error prone. I'm making a pull request. Because otherwise it's just not going to return anything. It's going to return none. That's fine. But it's dumb. You can do that. I wouldn't. Damage by bullet. Okay, great. That's what we want. Okay. So if damage by get is bullet, okay. Then we deprecate by damage by damage. Nice. So we update the health here to damage by damage, and then fired by is another thing that the bullets have. So bullets know who shot them. So the tracer round has this fired by thing here. And I'm going to print that out. So print self takes this much damage. Damage by damage from, and then we get who it was fired by here. Yeah. So self takes damage from who it was fired by. Okay. We'll see if this works. This isn't going to work, but we'll see if it did. Set yourself up to be surprised. Doink. Eh. Eh. Yeah. Takes 15 damage from airplane. Whee! Tight. Okay. So what I will do there, since we know that fired by logic works, single player controller, increase score for damage by fired by damage by damage. So in the single player controller, we need to add that function. Where's my single player controller? This game is kind of fun to make. You want to make something fun? Well, come over here and make this game. Where is the thing that is called single player controller? I will stab this with a fork. Oh, I found it. Increase score. Function. Increase score. Target and score amount. Pass. So, airplane. Well, you need a score because you can have a score that increases. Score is equal to 0 because you're a loser. What would you want to make that is fun and short? Because like I kind of want to I obviously don't want to work on this forever. I definitely want it to be done and dusted by October. Like just as an arbitrary deadline, like I'm done with it. It's going to just let it be its own thing. All right, in the HUD, I need to add a score thingy. Score label. Score label. Score. Nice. And then airplane is going to get that score. Gosh, I'm kind of proud of this. I think this looks pretty cool. I can add like the guns. What if the guns came out of its face? Or like rockets came out of its face? Or if it had like a tail? Arr. How can it land? What if it just lands like it just lawn darts into the ground? And that's how it lands. What was I doing? Keep distracting me. Okay. Score label. Score label. Label. Boing. Then grab the node. Score label. I want to score label. And then every single tick, we print out the score. Plus string score. Also, I hate this. This sucks so much. So what I can do is make a string time alive. How do I do that? Snapped time alive to 0.01. Yeah. And actually just to single steps. Nice. Actually, guess not. Score label text string score. Excuse you. Why do you do this? Why have you thrown in error in such a pitiful way? Valid assignment property or string on a base of nothing? How about you shut your face and tell me what the actual deal is? Score label text score is equal to string score. Score label. Score label. Score label. I'm going to run you anyway. Yeah, you just lied to me. You said it wasn't going to work. Okay, it's dead, but my score did not increase. Which is a bummer. What error is this? It's always this stupid TLS handshake because it's not connected to the thing. That's another thing too. I'd need to turn off the WebSocket controller for not connecting to the actual game. So AI plane. SPC, single player controller, increase score of me by this much. Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't actually set it to do that. It just does nothing. Target score plus equals score amount. Wow! Imagine doing coding. Single player. Small play. Nice. Okay. Huh. Okay. So we need to have more score given uh whenever that person dies. That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So where is that logic going to be? Increase score, and if it's killed, update health. Actually, so yeah, we need fun number text pop-ups. Absolutely. Uh, so that is one thing I need to do is just like a huge heads-up display push, and uh, I am really bad about doing those kind of things. Like I just like, ooh, another feature, another feature, another feature, another feature, in terms of like systems stuff. And I'm really bad about uh. Oh wait, no, over here. This would have to come after that. I'm like really bad about just like the final polishing stuff. So that's why I'm kind of hoping like in the last like week or so of this just to do like the fun polishing stuff. Don't add any more features, but just make it like just nice. Update health. So we're gonna need to pass this in as well. Image by fired by. So that is gonna be kind of funky. So updating health, uh, fired by is equal to none. Actually, null. So we can update health, uh, in a couple different ways. You can get health pickups, and that's fine. But you can also be damaged. You can be attacked. So attacked by, yeah. So you don't necessarily have to be attacked by. So here's what we need to do. Because if you fire like a bazooka at someone that does like 100 damage, uh, and you hit someone, that's great. But if they only have like 1 health, then you shouldn't get 100 points to your score for only doing 1 health. So what we need to do is call update health from, increase score from here. So if there is someone that is attacked by, let's see. So we'll have the starting health. Health is equal to health. And the health plus equals delta. It's called ganking, and it's just a reality of life. I thought ganking was something from like League of Legends. I don't play League of Legends. I just watch Arcane, and I'm obsessed with it. But not League of Legends. And it's just reality of life. Well, I like it. Okay, so if health is equal to 0, um, okay, single player controller has now need of increased score from attack score amount and killed target equals false. So if killed target score amount plus equals 50. You're right. I want some fun pop-ups because now like this is fun. Like I got like so much like internal reward out of turning the the Christ plane into whatever the heck this beast is now. It's so cool. He's kind of cute. I like it. He's like a neato guy. Oh wait, add juice now? What if he like pukes? What if he spews stuff? What if you wait for the angel and never do it? Well, yeah, it was like this. Is just, I'm bad at stuff. We know this. Here, so what I want to do, and I have to do this by component. There, but yeah, if there's a better way to have this guy here, ah, I need to know it because I'm so bad at having these things all over my screen. I just closed my OBS. I will freak out. Keep that docked with the outliner. Alrighty. This is going to be hacky. Everyone avert your eyes. Special bevel. Do as I say, not as I do. How do we want to do this? How many divisions here? Okay. Oh, I need to turn off. Oof, no, that's that's just not gonna work. Oh yeah, I need to turn off the skimmetry. Right? Right? Edge tools. Enter edge loop. Vertex. He's got a little guy. He's got a little sus looking appendage. Here. What? What? I kind of ruined that there. Rocket League style hats. Yeah, the Dealy Bopper is kind of it's so in right now. It's actually a gear shifter. Now that I look at it. Yeah, if 4 on the floor style a shifter. This is actually a Laramie D6 6-speed transmission out of a Ford F-150 Super Duty extended cab that has begun to fly. No, I don't want to save it. No! No! I appreciate you just crashing, but don't open that again. Yes, now we have given Brad the little antenna. Nothing is currently selected. Get out of my face. I want to do Control G, but it won't do it. Export selection. Yep. Is music a little loud? Outer Wilds? Outer Wilds is pretty cool. Okay. Where the heck was I? Dealy Bopper working? It's so cute. Okay. We need to finish working on that silly little thing that increases our score whenever we take damage. So if we increase score from attack, boing, AI plane. All right. So starting health is equal to health. Health, blah, 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 blah. If health is equal to 0, then we killed it. SPC, increase score from attack. Only if attacked by. Increase score from attack. Health delta? No, we already have a health delta. Health change is going to be equal to starting health minus health. Right? Yeah. Okay, so if it's 1 and it's 0 now, so that's going to be a score of 1. Health change is equal to 1. Ooh, I need a thing here. Move this up here. Is dead Boolean equals false. But if health is equal to 0, is dead equals true. All right. Increase score from attack. Attacked by. Health change is dead. Nice. So in the single player controller, if the target is dead, we add 50 to the point. And the target score plus equals score amount. So we should get 150 points for shooting a guy down. So let's try that. Let's confirm, because on the last one, it should call out that the player was killed. Wait, what is my score? My score is 950. Oh. So that's another thing. It's not dying. So what we do here is this is also going to need to be split. I don't like having it in one function like that. If dead, return. Nothing happens there. Nothing happens there. We can remove these printouts. And if is dead equals true. Actually, why not just have... Yeah, we don't need this extra thing. Dead. Because there's already a thing. If dead. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need those stinking extra Boolean values to understand whether or not the player is dead. We already had one. Wow. Oh, and then he just stops because he's dead. Okay, but my score was 100 and not 150. So what do we do? What do we do? I think it just needs to do 2 separate ones. So let's take a look at how I have that here. Increase score from attack. Function. Let's see. Increase score. Actually, player killed. Actually, it'd be enemy killed. Enemy killed. Ooh, and certain enemies should be worth more than others. Yeah, so we can just call this several times, several different ways. So score amount, easy. Increase score. Increase score. Okay. Here's what we got. So if attacked by, we do the health change thing, and then we add another if dead, because that means it would have died this turn. SPC, enemy killed, self. Actually, it needs to do, we need the argument of who killed it. Is that right? That's fine. Killer. All right, so we'll need like a score map or something. So killer score plus equals uh our kill value constant kill map. So normal enemy uh normal enemy is worth 50. Okay. So kill value is equal to enemy type. So that is going to be P enemy type. And kill value is going to equal kill map enemy type. So I need to add that to AI plane. Variable enemy type normal enemy. So now, where's robot? Oh wait, where is robot? Oh, everything's broken over here. I didn't even see that. Hello? There he is. He's here. I don't know why he went away. That should always be visible. He scared me. What's deal? What is deal here? Let me check my dashboard. Always on top should be... Okay. Fine then. Borderless. Alright. That's confusing. Always on top should make it always on top. But it was not always on top. Explain. America, explain. Goodbye. Okay, so you're a normal enemy. Alright, let's shoot stuff down. Single player. Small plane. Live around. Why it no send out a thing that I killed it? Did I not call that or something? Yeah, if health is equal to 0, you killed it, and dead equals true. So if there is someone that attacked it, the health change is equal to this. SPC increased. Enemy killed. Attacked by. Enemy killed self. Let's see. Enemy type, killer score value. Let's print it out. Increasing kill score by kill value. Real fear. Real fear. Single player. Spawn plane. Flip around. Shoot him. Increasing kill score by 50. Yeah, but you should be at 150 because it went up. Don't make me read. Killer score For killer. BRB. I will BR here. Actually, I'll BR here for a little bit more. About 15 minutes or so. Probably wrap it up. I've been going for a little while today. Or airplane. Score 50. Yeah. Our score is 50. Why are you do this? Plus equals kill value. Everything should be working there. Score plus equals 50. You confuse. Target score plus equals score amount. Print target score. Print target score. Oops. There we go. Pardon me. I have Cheeto burps. What is his health at? His health should be at 100. Because it only goes up to... Huh. It only goes up to 50. 15, 30, 45. Why is that? That confuses me to no end. Alright, let's take a look. Troubleshoot that. So, 50. Most likely what's happening on hitbox area entered. Damage by is a bullet. Tracer rounds. I know because they fire 2 at once. That's a lot to deal with. That's easy. Nothing there. Airplane shoots. We're holding the fire down. Yeah, we're holding fire down. Huh. That's weird. Very weird. Set up player plane 20. That's the velocity. Fire. And it's only doing it once. But it's doing that once per Gatling gun. 15, 30, 45, and then 50. Tracer bullet? Maybe something in there? That's just... should just be bullet. Yeah, tracer round. Damage is 15. So... that doesn't make any sense because it should, once you hit it once... I'm thinking it's because like 2 bullets are hitting it at the same time. Hitbox fired by and the velocity. All good stuff. Da, 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 da. I'm very confused. So confused to the point where I just need to make a to-do on it and come back at it fresh. Both bullets seem to be hitting at the same time and messing this up. Whack. silly. I need a fun little hitbox thing. So that might be what I work on next, is what Booyah was saying there about, hey!
アマラートアンダーバーアンダーバーさんはここにいます。
Oh my gosh! The follower goal is met. Thank you so much. How fun is that? We got 20 people in the hanging out with us. That's awesome. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Um we're working on the fun airplane thing. We got the cute little antennas going on now. This is all exciting stuff. So, I need to figure out why flying around I can't shoot people down out of the sky in my little airplane game. That's I can chase him around. There he is. And I think we need a fun little heads up display thing here. Closing in on him. And I think we need a better respawn situation other than just spawning back in the very center. Yeah, so we can knock people out. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here. We did 15 damage, 30 damage, 45. And then we killed it. Increasing score by 50 because we got a kill on it. So the score is equal to 100. Math is checking out. Nothing wrong with this here math. Oops. So I'm thinking I've messed up is doing this addition here this way. So starting health is equal to health. And then we add the health delta. It can be negative. That's fine. And if health is equal to 0, actually, oh yeah, so we clamp it after that. So it can take like a massive hit. So like the health is only 100, but it could take like a 5,000 point. Oh wait, health is only 50. Are you freaking kidding? So so for whatever reason, I only had the health set to 50, and that's why I was only getting an incorrect amount of health. So now if I shoot it, yeah, my score is 150, and I'm an idiot. Awesome. That's a good way to end on, so we don't have some weird, you know, that was a confusing thing that hurt everyone's feelings and made baby cry. Yeah, I can actually get rid of that to do thing. To do? Nope. This isn't happening. You're just dumb. And that's okay. We are very cool with being dumb. So, yeah, next time I want to work on a little bit of on-screen stuff. I think it'd be super neat to have like a target counter, like a target tracker. I wonder if I can do that. I can let me go into the heads up display, create a new folder. Target lock. Let's make like just a little thing here. New scene. Oh, it's The Last of Us. New scene, lock on. And this is gonna be just a polygon. Right? 2, 3, 4. Eh. Right? That looks like poop, but so does everything I do. Okay. That's basically Oh no, I don't want to do that. So this is basically a modern art masterpiece. And I want it to be red. And I want it to be much thinner. But I don't care. What I'm going to do is have a lock-on thing here on the heads-up display. So what do I need to do? What do I need to do? I need to update the position of the enemy plane to the main camera, actually to the heads-up display. What do we do about that? Okay. On the physics process for the enemy plane, we will do global HUD update enemy, actually set enemy position, global position. So basically the same thing we're doing with the mini map here. We can just share this logic. Heads up display. Function. Set enemy position. Coordinate vector 3. Pass. And we need to pass in the actual enemy itself. So yeah, set enemy position UUID. And I won't use that actually at the beginning. Oh, I added it to the wrong one. UID. There you go. And I'll do the same thing here. Just copy this over, but on HUD, we're going to have a lock-on. Lock-on? Yeah. Lock-on. Lock-on. Sweet. And we'll set the enemy position here, and the lock-on will be this. And we are just projecting that onto it, so it should follow that around once it's here. Okay. I want to see locking on. It kind of works. It's kind of gross, but yeah, like if we made that like into like little triangles. Yeah, like if we had like a bazooka or something to shoot at it, having little triangles on there, I think would look super neat. Uh, maybe that'll be what we work on next time. Let's flesh that out. So just updating the user experience of uh the kind of visceralness of getting a score, taking people down, because right now everything is just a whole bunch of numbers moving on the side. And we don't necessarily need any of that. Like I want to have a cool health bar. I want to have like the thrust readout a little bit better, and just like some general cool stuff here. So I will hop off for the evening, I think, and get back into it pretty soon. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. It might be Saturday. But yeah, this was fun. Thanks to everyone who hopped in. Booyah. And thanks for 20 followers. That's awesome. We got a follower goal. We achieved. We got the sprinkles. It's awesome. All right, thanks, guys. I will see y'all later.